So it's midnight prayer. But then with the midnight prayer, your heart needs to be pure. You need to let go of things for things to happen in your life. You need to let go of the frustration, the disappointments, and just accept God's will. But then there's something that you need to be so truthful to yourself with, the issue of an apology. Do you know why people tend, okay, let me just not say people, let me just refer to myself because this is from my experience. Do you know why most of the times I tend to be ignoring, to be rude when someone is trying to give me an apology? Let me just draw you a little bit back to what happens when people are angry, when there's a misunderstanding. It's like we are in two different worlds, way apart from each other. Like you're in your own world that is so noisy. I'm in my own world that is full of a lot of things. Like just say I'm in my world that is full of earthquakes and what. I'm just trying to find a safe place. And on that safe place, when a body is in shock, it reacts different. Some people just faint. Those are the people that just keep quiet when they're upset. Some people bounce faster. Some people shout. You know, so that's what happens when people are angry. We react differently. Some people just keep quiet, like extra quiet. Some people are so loud, they shout because they feel like they are so apart. They want you to hear them, they want you to understand. That's why they tend to be shouting. But for some people who are just so quiet, they feel like their voice is not like appreciated. And some people are so good at reacting in both ways. I'm so good at that. So when I keep quiet, people think that I'm rude. When I shout, also, people think that I'm very disrespectful, you understand? So, if you're someone that is very fond of me, someone that I really love, this video I just made you now before my midnight prayer because I just want to lay of things that I've been keeping to myself and that I think that people deserve to know about me. If you are ever in an argument and you happen to realize or you really want to make things right before me, don't try and give me an apology that is not from your heart because I am very quick to understand when someone doesn't mean something, and I tend sometimes to be like very hard. I don't want to agree to something that I don't agree to, which is why I normally don't give apologies out if I'm not sure. I need to be very sure that I'm sorry before I can say I'm sorry. I don't really force myself to say I'm sorry. I honestly know that sometimes I just need that sorry to just butter someone, but sorry is just a word if it has no action in it, you understand. You need to have a proper apology that says, okay, I'm sorry, what can I do to make things right? But if I'm not ready to make things right, if I'm not really sorry, you're gonna find out I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, probably do the same thing next time, or we need to come to that understanding agreement. So if it means us taking a break, you walking out of the room, you getting quiet for a few days, I would really appreciate. Just don't give me a fake apology. Because you know what happens when someone gives a real apology? What happens is like when you feel the sincerity of an apology that someone renders to you, it's like your heart melts so quicker than ice, so quicker than snow itself. All your defense lines, all your defense just like dissolves instantly. You have nothing against the person, you feel nothing, no hatred, nothing. You feel like just you need to give them a hug, which is why people oftenly give each other hugs after understand after reaching an understanding point. But it only happens when that apology is done in the right way. with no bites. An apology that is not manipulative, that has no manipulating uh manipulating points, or that has no conditions. You understand me? A real apology goes like, okay, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean, I was just upset. Which is why we always tell people, when you're upset, it's better to keep quiet, it's better to walk out, it's better to, yeah, you know what, people can say, yeah, you were rude, you walked out on me, but you can simply say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. But there are words you cannot draw back, there are words you cannot unsay, there are words that once they are said, it cannot be undone. So mostly, when you start a conversation that I'm not comfortable with, you find out I'm always quiet, like extra quiet. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to put myself together. We react differently. Some are very slow, some are very quick, some have better ways of reacting, of which I really don't have that. I'm only human, and I'm very real with my feelings. I'm very real. I don't need to lie to you. I don't need to say things that I don't agree to so you can just feel better or you can accept me. I'll tell you the truth. You accept me, you get angry, but I am someone that is very real. I'm not moved by people coming out and in of your life. I'm not moved by things happening in and out of your life. I am moved by how real you are to me. So if you're gonna be a bitch and try to show me that other side, it's either I'm gonna show you that bitch side also, or else I'm just gonna be quiet and walk out. And normally I don't walk out from the people that I love, except if that relationship is something that I really want to keep. It's like, let's say, let me put it in a way that I don't like, when we are in a fighting room and I'm fighting with family, I keep quiet, I walk out, I go for days without contact, because I don't want to say things that I will not be able to undo. You know, words can be hurtful, words cannot be. I wish there was cloth, I don't know what you call it, rubber, what that just about, where you can just rub whatever you said when you are angry, because the things that we really say when you are angry, they are hateful, they hurt, they can destroy someone, they what. So to my family, when I'm not sure of what I want to do, what I want to say, or with family is something that is very difficult to deal with. There's always like, yeah, I heard you say something, you heard this, you heard that. So what I normally do, I keep quiet. I keep quiet because not because I want to disrespect or I want to show you I can do it on my own or what, but because I love you. I really don't want to destroy you with the words. I really don't want to have a situation where I'm never able to come back to you. I want to be able to come, if I'm just quiet, I'll still come back to you and say, you know what, my phone was broken, I was having problem with my phone, I was white. Something that is very simple to say, that can just ease the situation. I can even like understand your love language. If your love language is gifts and what, I'll still bring you gifts and just apologize. You know what? At that time I wasn't in the right mind. So please understand. Understand, when I'm in my quiet days, there's something that is really going on with my mind. And if you force a conversation out of me, it's gonna be ugly. If you force an apology out of me that I have not said and agreed to it with my heart, that apology is gonna mean nothing, probably also nothing to you, because I'm gonna keep giving you the same attitude that you are complaining about, the same energy that you are complaining about. It's very difficult to pretend to love someone. I'm not someone that pretends. I'm not someone that lives that life of trying to please people or doing things that I'm not comfortable with because I wanna please with you. If it's a no with me, it's a no. You might say I'm very disrespectful. You might say I'm a fuckface, I know. But honestly, I'm very real to myself and I'm very real to people around me, especially if I'm very fond of you. So today I was like, before my midnight prayer, God, there are people that have really hurt me. There are people that have really done things that I've never thought they would do. And they have tried